What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Josh's Comics. It was Memorial Day. Some sales went down over the weekend. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And I picked up some books from my local LCS. It was a 2 week haul. I went there last week, picked up some books. Should have waited for the sale, and then I went back and picked up even some more books. And yeah, we added some nice books to the collection. So stay tuned to find out what I picked up on this next episode of Josh's Comics. Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, Memorial Day weekend. Monday was a huge sale at Captain Blue Hen Comics, 40% off. And they were going to do the annual flea market they do for Memorial Day weekend. They also do one for 4th of July. So this one got postponed though. We had some not too bad weather, but some rain and some thunderstorms that have postponed it. So I still managed to go to the sale, and I picked up some great books. But before we get into that in the haul, let me just say our 500 subscriber giveaway winner was announced. D&T Comics and Collectibles. Congratulations to you guys. The books are going to be well, by the time this video airs, the books are going to be in the mail on your way. Guys, I'm going to post up the picture of their account here on YouTube. They also have an Instagram account. Go follow them, subscribe, all that great stuff. Nice little channel that's starting up, and I like supporting the little guys. So, yeah. And again, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. That's the next giveaway. I'm Some of these books might be in there, but I'm going to be doing a huge giveaway for 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Announced probably likely sometime this year. So moving on, yeah, like I was saying, I went last week to Captain Blue Hen Comics, and they had a whole new, fresh selection of dollar bin books. They're actually $2 bin books they do, but still, you can find great deals over there. If you go back and watch any of my previous videos where I show my best pickups for $5 and under, and I picked up some great stuff last week. Now, again, I forgot that they were doing a sale, and I didn't buy much on Monday because I already bought what I wanted. I did pick up some great stuff, and so what we're gonna do is gonna split the haul up into two parts. I'm gonna show you what I bought last week, and then I'm gonna show you what I ended up buying at the sale. And yeah, let's jump into it. This book, you're gonna realize, well, the first few books, you're gonna realize, well, hey, wait a minute, they look familiar. Free Comic Book Day, Star Wars issue number one, great cover. So Captain Blue Hen still has a ton of free comic book day books, and these are three books that I really wanted, but I couldn't get up my other LCS. And I said, "Hey, you guys take a little bit of money for them?" I said, "No, they're still free. Take them. You know what ones you need." So I went ahead and I grabbed Star Wars number one. Yeah, so this up out of here. Oh wait, nothing phone. I also picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles free comic book day. Who was the Night Watcher? I believe it was like a one shot. I'm not really a big Turtles guy, but I'm gonna read this. Check it out. See if it can get me interested. I believe Jason Aaron is starting a new run, and I love his writing. I love what he did with Thor. So, I'll read this and see if it gets my taste interested in it, and check out the comics. I did watch it as a kid. I loved the two original films as a kid. I just never got into the actual comics. So, and the last book I picked up, Spider-Man Ultimate Universe number one, free comic book day. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'll read these and check them out. I know some people are buying or not buying, but getting a ton of them and resell. The free comic book day books, but be on the lookout because some free comic book day books do have some value behind them. Um, so moving on, this book I found in the $2 bins, and I know people may not like the show as much, but Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, issue number two, The Search for Princess Leia. Marvel is pretty much doing the comic adaptations for all the movies and shows on Star Wars. I've collected almost every single issue of The Mandalorian up until season 3, and I'm doing it for Obi-Wan. I as much backlash I might get for this, I enjoyed Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought it was a great show. I enjoyed it. It made me feel nostalgic. It made me feel. I remember seeing Revenge of the Sith twice originally when it came out in theaters, man, and it's something I'll never forget. And yeah, who knows? I would like to see like another season of Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe. We'll see what happens. Moving on, issue number 10 of She-Hulk from I believe the newest volume. Not a key or anything, but I picked it up solely for the cover. I'm attracted to the ladies. The ladies are attracted to me. Maybe. I don't know. I know I'm attracted to them. If they're attracted to me, who knows. But anyway, picking up a ladies cover, a nice She-Hulk cover, and you're gonna see some more She-Hulk coming up shortly. So again, these are all $2 books. Uh, Prelude to Captain America: Civil War, issue number 1 of a 4 limited series with Iron Man on the cover. Um, I thought some of these, I think Thor book is worth a little bit of money. Some of these are, some of them aren't, so I couldn't remember. But I also picked up the Avengers Prelude Black Widow Strikes issue number 2 of a 3 limited series, which is probably showing how Black Widow got into the beginning of Avengers 1 where she's tied up um in Russia or wherever she's at. So again, a couple nice stories that Marvel put out. Probably read these and then I put them in the giveaway or something. Um, this book I find all the time, and I pick up whenever I can, especially if it's cheap. It is kind of a cheap book. There's no real significance behind it. I mean, there is a cool little bit, and it's New Avengers issue number 26. Fantastic Charlotte Witch cover. I'm crushing hard right now on Charlotte Witch and Elizabeth Olsen, and I just like so in this story, it's set after the House of M and everything happens, and Hawkeye, aka Clint, finds her. He finds her at a house or something like that, and he's checking up on her, seeing how things are going. They're keeping an eye on her, and if I'm not mistaken, in the story, he goes to like open her closet, but it's completely stuck, or she wouldn't allow him to go in there and it's never been resolved. Actually, it's kind of interesting. So who knows? Was like maybe a different dimension, to a different world, or what, or but still, it's a great Charlotte Witch cover. I just love how that thing's drawn. So wherever I can find that for a buck or two, I pick it up. I've got plenty of copies of it. We're gonna probably have to put this on the giveaway as well for 1,000 subscribers. Um, Another book that I was really surprised to find, and this isn't like the most expensive version, but it's a really great one. Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, Superman: The Wedding Album, which is the Ingross, if I'm pronouncing it right, cover. The one you really want is the cover of Superman flying with Lois, as they get married. But this is like I think it's like the third print. And it doesn't have it. I mean, there's a couple different versions of it, but still, for $2, why not? And it comes with a nice little certificate here. I would imagine. Yeah, let's take it out and read it. See what it says. I'm pretty sure it's gonna say something happened to do with the wedding. Oh, Superman: The Wedding Album, a 96-page spectacular created especially for the occasion. The family of DC Comics invites you to share its joy of the family of DC Comics invites you to share its joy at the wedding of Lois Lane to Clark Kent, October 1966. So there you go. We got a nice little invite. I wonder, it probably didn't sell as many copies as The Death of Superman, But I wonder if this is also an issue that like people like thought, hey, let's buy tons of and maybe make a lot of money off of. Maybe. This book was not in the $2 bins. I wish it was, but I was okay paying the $10 sticker price for it. Although if I would have waited, I would have gotten 40% off. So it's a bummer, but hey, I'm just happy to have it. She-Hulk from the Dan She-Hulk number 11. I believe it's from volume 2 of the Dan Slott run. Great cover, featuring Titina versus She-Hulk. I think I'm pronouncing Titina's name right. Interesting to note, only 23,189 copies were ordered by retailers, so it's a smaller print run. I think that's kind of where the value comes from. I mean, it's about $10, $15 book. So I'm happy with the pickup. I mean, nothing too like, it's near mint nine minus. I mean, like I said, I think for $10, I think it's a good grab. I'm definitely happy with that. Another book I found that cheat again. This is a book that I find, and I think this is a highly unrated key. And I said this before my unrated DC keys, and I gotta do some updates to the DC and Marvel underrated keys. But Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, issue number 16 from March of 1991, Venom Part 1 of 5. So, what's very cool about this book is it's the introduction of Venom, which is used later by Bane. It's kind of like a, well, it's obviously not the first cameo or anything that of Bane, but it is a Venom that he uses and would play a part in Batman's stories throughout the rest of history. And I feel like to me, it's got a little bit of value behind it. I think like New Mint wise, you can find one for probably less than $10. For $2, I pick this up all day long. I find this quite a bit sometimes in dollar bins, and I feel again it's underrated, undervalued. And I'm not saying it should be a 50, 60, $70 book, but it should have a little bit more value on it, be a little bit more respected in the key community, in my opinion. Again, like I said, first introduction, and appearance or usage of Venom, which would eventually, very shortly in the storyline here, would be eventually used by Bane. So, and it's got a great cover too. And you know, I have quite a few copies of this already too. Like I said, I just find stuff that's underrated and undervalued. I pick them up all the time. This book is interesting. This next one, they had a couple issues price. Now, Captain Blue Hen, when they put the new $2 bins in, they rotate them. They'll put brand new books in. Guys, yeah, you might find majority are gonna be like $1, $2 books, maybe $3, $4 here, but you're bound to find some good stuff. I've been showing it to you the whole haul. And this is a book, like literally, I was looking at the cover and I'm thinking to myself, I, I feel like I've seen that cover before, and I think it's something, but I couldn't find it in the New Avengers Volume 1. And Volume 1, I didn't realize we had a Volume 2 and 3. So I immediately was looking and I saw this in the price books. And it says first appearance. And I was like, wait, what? That's the same book I just saw that I put back. And so I went on, found the volume 2, and found out it was a key. And I'm glad I did. So for $2, I got the new Dark Avengers issue number 18, which is volume 2 of the new Avengers. Great cover. And this is the first team appearance of the new Dark Avengers led by Norman Osborn. For $2, guys, come on. I mean, it's not that high of a pricey book, but like it's got a little bit of value behind it. And depending on where the MCU goes in the future, I think it's a nice key. And I just really think it's a great cover. Tune in to Comic Book Canon coming up this Sunday because you know what? I got some news about potential casting for a certain person. Maybe Norman Osborn. So tune in to Comic Book Canon Sunday nights. Go follow Comic Book Canon, by the way. Subscribe because I am a news correspondent on the show. I talk about news and rumors, and we'd appreciate it. And you might hear something about Norman Osborn on that show. I just plugged the show. I like that. I have to start doing it more. Moving on. Again, I said we'll have more She-Hulk. So now we're going to get into the last book of last week's haul before the Memorial Day sale. And I've been wanting this book for a while, and I just felt like the price was right, and I shot on it. And this is She-Hulk issue number 3. Uh, and it's a Greg Horn cover, and it's an amazing. I love this cover of She-Hulk. I know some guys don't like muscular women, but yeah, this cover does it for me. I know, guys, the channel's kind of like, PG and then kind of PG-13, and you could look at my head though. We're starting to get a bit weird, so let's get back on track. So this issue number 3 it's actually I knew what it originally was. I didn't know about some of the other significance behind it. So it's actually the first reprint of She-Hulk's first appearance from the Savage She-Hulk from 1980. So that's very cool. On top of it, though, it's the first appearance of Mr. Urbanius and Mr. Paradox, which happens to be clones of Mobius from the TVA. And Paradox is actually confirmed and will be in Deadpool and Wolverine. I didn't know this is his first appearance. So hey, sticker price was 16. I actually think I got this for a couple bucks off or something like that for some reason. But I was happy to pay for it. This is Near Mint Plus all day long. Um, and a bit of a pricier book, and it's a Greg Horn cover of She-Hulk looking great. So I couldn't pass that. So moving on, like I said, I went down to the Memorial Day sale, and the deal was any books they have stickers on them, and if they were priced less than a month ago, they weren't in the 40% sale. But if they were priced say a month after, so anytime in like April or on, you would get 40%. And that's why I was wondering why I didn't get 40%. But still, I got some great Fantastic Four keys. Um, I only picked up 4 books. It's the end of the month. Getting a little bit low on the cash, so I didn't want to spend too much, and I think I made out pretty good. Fantastic Four issue number 570, and this is also from the Jonathan Hickman run, which you probably can't see, and you wouldn't see even if I moved because of the glare in the window. Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four is just perfection. It is one of the best runs in Marvel, in my opinion, and what he does with Fantastic Four is great, and I love these issues that he's in, or these issues that he writes. Again, Fantastic Four issue number 570. It just is, all these books you're about to see were only $4, and I'll show you why. This has a few spine ticks on it. It's not like high grade, but it's actually, I mean, it's not that much of an expensive book. You can actually find this probably quite often in the dollar bins as well. Um, Little cool key significance. It's the first team appearance of the Council of Reeds, which are Reed Richards from different universes coming together as one. The story is in Hickman's run, if I remember correctly. Reed, I forget what he's doing, but he's trying to do something for the universe or prevent something, and then he ends up opening up a portal, and he ends up discovering this council of all Reed Richards from different, different universes, variants, as you will, and kind of like the Council of Kang, all these different variants. And they're not around too often. I don't want to spoil what happens, but yeah, I'm just saying we're in the multiverse right now. We already had a variant of Reed in Multiverse of Madness. Now we're having another version of Reed. I'm gonna say, I would like to see Fantastic Four, if you're gonna take any beats from storylines, use some of the Jonathan Hickman stuff, please. It's great material and a great read. So, I'd be looking for this book again. Like I said, this isn't the highest grade that I would want, and it's kind of a little spec book, but great cover too. But yeah, I definitely want to get a higher grade copy. But so like for $4, I said why not? This book is kind of heated up a little bit. This is Fantastic Four issue number 579, also from the Jonathan Hickman run. And this thing, I say like maybe one color breaking spine tick. So yeah, this is in the new mints, mid new mint to high new mint. Great cover. Now, this is a cool another significance. This is the first appearance or team appearance of the Future Foundation, which is a team created by Reed Richards, uh, like kids kind of. So his children in there, Franklin and Valera. I'm probably mispronouncing the name wrong. Oh, I'm gonna hit the camera. Um, Yeah, Valera and Franklin Richards, Alex Powers, and a bunch of other children. And, I believe Marvel had some kind of a image or promotional thing that featured the foundation or the Future Foundation logo for the Fantastic Four movie. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. So I thought it was a safe pickup. And for $4, why not? I think it's like a $10 book or so, but moving on, these next two books now, again, I think these might heat up a little bit. We'll have to see. Fantastic Four issue number 50, which is I believe also like issue 479, but it's a volume 3, I believe, for Fantastic Four, and it's got enough said up there in the cover too. This is the first cameo appearance of Valea Valia Richards. I'm probably bouncing that name, but it's her first cameo appearance in The Womb. I'll take it for $4. I mean, again, it's surprisingly like I know Franklin's appearances as a baby and everything are high expensive, but he doesn't. I don't know. It's weird. She doesn't get as much love, and I guess they re-canon them because I thought they were originally twins. The kids. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm hearing possibly that Franklin might be in Fantastic Four. It makes sense because you got to think Reed at this age is old enough, and then Vanessa Kirby's at the age she's in her 30. Like what I mean? They're not a younger Fantastic Four. So could his sister be in there? Could she be around? Maybe. I thought it was a nice little spec book to pick up. Why not? And this book, I know it's only $4, but I'll show you the conditional issues. It's not what I would want, high grade. But issue number 54, and this is the first appearance of her as a baby. Um, Now if you look up here, oh, I'm all the way off. If you look up in the like, you can see maybe. I don't know if you guys can see the corner, and then the corner down there as well. Yeah, unfortunately, I picked it up and I was looking at it. I'm like, nah, maybe I shouldn't get it. But it's $4. I said, why not? It's like a $20, $30 book, I think, depending on the value right now. So that's great fin cover. But yeah, the condition on, I'm like, damn, man, like, and I could see why. And a couple of these didn't have. So Platinum Blue Hen doesn't always put boards in a lot of their bags, or boards, yeah, in the bags of the comics. Especially with, like if it's a higher grade copy or something, yeah. But if it's like lower grade, then they'll do that. And so I think that's how I came in a collection and shoot. But well, my God, I would be very interested. Sorry, gentlemen, folks, and ladies. I'd be very interested to see what's gonna happen. What's Fantastic Four. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. A 2-week haul from the same comic shop. Got the Blue Hun Comics. Check them out if you're in the Delaware area. Great show. Wasn't a show, but great event. 40% off back issues. I will tell you, I lucked out on one book. And I'm kicking myself for this because I don't know if it would have had if it would have been active in the 40% off. But they had a copy of Young Avengers issue number one for only $38. Now, it was in the case, and from what I could tell, from my vision and what I could see, it looked almost minty. My problem was this. I was one of the first ones there at the store. I got there before anybody else pulled up. And then there was a few people in front of me in line, and we went in. I'm looking at the cases, and I saw the Young Avengers. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot on that when I go to check out. Because they're in there. If you ever been to Captain Blue Hen, when you walk in, the back issues are all towards the corner on one side. They have three different display cases, one going or two going long across, and one going towards the back like an L shape, and they keep all the higher, bigger comics in there. And so I saw the Young Avengers. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna check out. I'm like, hey, can I see that? I'm gonna shoot on it. Half hour later, I go to check out. It's gone. Yep. I lucked out. I should have, my first thought was, hey, maybe I should look at it now and get it now. But I'm like, yeah, you know what? Nobody's probably gonna get it. It's probably gonna stay in there. Nope. Somebody grabbed it, and it's kicking me, man. I would have loved to have that, but anyway, guys, a nice haul, some great books added to the collection, some extra copies, which you know what, I'm fine with because they're great covers and underrated, undervalued. But you know what, we're gonna give them out to some people. So again, congratulations to D&T Comics. Go follow them, subscribe to them, and like I said, we're halfway through almost 1,000 subscribers. And when we get closer, I'll be announcing the giveaway, but we're gonna be doing a big one for that. Um, I don't have any announcements. There are a bunch of local shows happening. Actually this weekend, Jake's Flea Market on Saturday and Sunday. The Philadelphia Comic Con, which is Sunday. I'm not gonna be attending both. I've already decided. I need to take a bit of a couple weeks off and enjoy my time. Been doing a lot of going to a lot of conventions, doing a lot of hunting, spending a lot of money that I kind of need to be saving a little bit. So I'm gonna take a bit of a break for a few weeks, recharge, and later in June, I'm not sure what's going on. I may have a couple of things coming up, but we'll have to see. But anyway, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button and please subscribe. It helps out the channel. And for everybody who's been along for the ride, and whether if you just joined us or you've been from the beginning or jumped in the middle, I appreciate you all. And yeah, check me out on Comic Book Canon on Sunday nights. Again, another great comic show. Go jump on. Come join us. You can win a free EGS slab every month. A winner gets picked. You guys can go on and you'll be able to find out the rules and how you can enter for that. And it's a great community show, and we always have fun. And yeah. So until next time, guys, stay safe, take care of each other, and as always, we will see you in the next episode of Josh's Comics.